Alrighty, good morning folks. We're out in this tiny little creek. I fished it once or twice before and had a little bit of action. I haven't actually landed anything. Oh! Got him! No! No! Oh. How did I miss him, bro? It looks really good, so I'm going to be throwing some top waters around, some smaller plastics, bigger plastics, to see what we can do. We've only got a couple of hours out here this morning and try and make the most of it before I have to head to work. And yeah, chuck this camera down, let's get straight into it. Seeing plenty of mullet in and around here, and yes, I've just gone to a walking bait to start off with. I was throwing the little prawn imitation, but not seeing too many little jelly prawns. I would have thought maybe we might have had a few more jelly prawns around, being a little bit of rain the other day and a bit dirtier water, but who knows. Not saying the prawn population's extinct, but seeing more mullet scooting around on the structures. Oh. Yep, got it. Yep. Yes. Little one. I wasn't paying attention. Yes. How good. Oh. Hope you got that. I wasn't paying attention. Yes. Yes. How good's that? Oh. What a grind it's been. I was looking and it doesn't look that great, and I was like, oh, maybe not. How good. How bloody good. He's probably high 30s, maybe 40. Absolutely crunched the placky. That. Beautiful red. Just a little quick little flick before work, crushing that little heavy hitter. Rig with a ball sinker at the front. And just fishing this really sort of deep bank, bit of mud around, that sort of thing. Saw a heap of prawns, and I was throwing surface, subsurface prawns. Then when I'd throw that, I'd see the mullet, so I really had no idea what they were chewing on. But this one of that little 4-inch plastic. So sick. All right, we'll get a little tag in this one, and then yeah, send him on his way. So sick. There we go. Beautiful little red. Got his little tag there. I'll send him on his way. Thanks, mate. Thanks for that. He's out of here. So sick. That is so sick. Early morning. I've literally only got like a couple more minutes to fish, so we've got a couple more snags here, and then we'll turn around. First time using this, and yeah, really good. So that's the Rapala heavy hitter, 4-inch. Unsure of the color. Yeah, I'll run through the rig once I've finished for the day, but just gonna, for the meantime, just fish some of these little structures here, if we can't get anything else. Literally just sitting it towards the bottom. Slow roll, a couple of little hops. That's really it. Nothing else to it, and we kind of just belted it in the middle of nowhere. Didn't really see too much. Had a little tap, then rolled it a little bit, and then he smacked it, absolutely smacked it. Alrighty guys, that's probably going to end it there. Nice, short, sharp, sweet sort of session. I literally had like an hour and a half before work to kind of have a little fish here. Very tough bite, and not gonna lie, I threw the surface around for maybe half an hour, and I just really wasn't confident at all. Not really anything hitting surface, a lot of bait around, and I just couldn't really figure out a pattern, because when I'd throw like a prawn lure in, I'd see a lot of mullet. Then I'd change to the mullet pattern, and then I'd see a lot of prawn. So it was really tricky sort of way to figure out what was eating what. But yeah, luckily we were able to get that last one on that last sort of deeper bend that I was kind of exploring on the Rapala heavy hitter here. So that one there. Unsure of the color. I'll put the color in the description or just below here somewhere. That's a 4-inch sort of paddle tail plastic, and you can see I've run it weedless with a little ball sinker on the front. Now with these ones, what they do is they do have a lot of body roll. So when you run like a snake locks or something like that, it rolls like crazy like this. Not saying that that's not going to work, but for some reason I'm just not a massive fan of a big body roll. A little bit's fine. I do prefer a stable plastic, and then the tail going thumping like this. But if you actually rig it weedless, as you can see here, I've got the little EWG hook, and I've actually buried it deeper in the plastic. So there's the nose, and you can see I'm actually not having it sticking out. It's a bit further back, so it's probably about here in the plastic. And so what that does is that when you tie a little ball sinker here in a little loop knot, it kind of makes it like a jig head. So it puts it up nice and snug close to the nose, as you can see there. And that reduces the body roll. You're still going to get a tiny little bit, but it's going to be a lot more thumping action in the tail there. And then you can rig it weedless, and you can see there it's got the little gaping hook there. It's probably not the biggest gauge hook. I'll probably go for another one that's a bit bigger. Maybe, you know, when the fish bites down, it might get a bit more purchase. But that mid-30s jack had no problems at all getting that one. So that's a really cool. I'm not sure of the size of the ball sinker, but it's basically the equivalent of like a 1/4 ounce or 1/2 ounce. And then running 30-pound fluorocarbon and 30-pound braid on my Dobbin series rod. A Daiwa Tatula there, 30-pound braid as I said, and it's a 6.6, so 6.64C, 10 to 20-pound rod. So a little bit of a heavier stick, and yeah, it seemed to work really well, and didn't really, as I said, didn't really find a pattern as such for this session, but that's definitely a technique that I'm going to be using a little bit more, fishing a little bit deeper, a little bit slower, just slowly bouncing along the bottom, slow rolling, all that sort of stuff. It looked really enticing, and sure enough, that mid-30s jack got it. So I really appreciate it, guys, you hanging around. If you like to give it a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate the support week in, week out, guys, and hopefully some more content to come. Thanks, guys. Yeah.